Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a more niche topic, and that's going to involve me revisiting my Ancestry results, but this time I'm going to be reading out the traits that I got given and in today's video. So if you are unaware, Ancestry splits up the traits into different categories. There is performance, as in sport performance, personality, appearance. Let's check actually. Performance, appearance, personality, and then nutrients and sensory. I thought that it would make more sense today to do appearance because, those could very easily be cross-checked with what they've said here and what you can physically see. And yeah, because before I bought the kit, I was very curious to see if people's traits were accurate to what they actually looked like, or how they acted, or their preferences, or whatever. And there were some people on the internet who would talk about it, but there weren't many. So I thought maybe there's someone out there who's just like me, who is just like how I was. It might be very informative for them to watch this video. Might be interesting to other people, and to other people it might just bore you to sleep, which is perfect. Because I still do love, anytime I want to learn about something, I will, not always, but a lot of the time, I will look up whether there is an ASMR video that talks about it, because why not be relaxed while learning something new? So, with all that out of the way, let's go through 25 of my appearance traits. Those are all of them. They've given me 25. And I will just read exactly what it says here. Let me just check to see if I have to actually click it. No, yeah, it will tell you. Okay. Alright, so let's get started. My birth weight, according to my ancestry traits, was average sized as a newborn. According to my mother, that is incorrect. I was tiny. So yeah, I guess. But they've put me right in the middle, so I guess they probably don't know. I'm not sure. Number 2. I am unlikely to get cavities, which thus far, touch wood, is true. I haven't had one yet. Don't want to jinx it by saying yet, but Number 3. Cleft chin. I'm unlikely to have a cleft chin, which you can't see beneath the beard, but I don't have one, so that's correct. Dimples. I am unlikely to have dimples, which I'm not sure exactly what dimples are, but I don't think that I have them. So I just looked really silly. I thought I might slow down and tap a bit, because I'm going through this quite quickly. Okay. So they are very sure that I am unlikely to wiggle my ears, which is definitely correct. I can't even fathom how people are able to do that. They are somewhat sure, they think it's somewhat likely that I have attached earlobes, which is correct. They're all pierced. I actually got this one done with my partner while they were here. That was fun. But just watching it heal together like comparing our healing times. Anyways, this is a bit of a unflattering one, but earwax type, they are pretty certain, like they think that I'm most likely to have a wet earwax type, which I think is true. I'm not sure what dry and wet earwax looks like, so I won't really touch too much on that, but the more you know. It's interesting, like reading this stuff. Well, I find it interesting personally, because it's like, obviously I know, especially with the appearance things, I know what I look like, but it's interesting for me to see if like my DNA reflects that, I suppose, because obviously the phenotype that you express is as a result of your genotype interacting with your environment. So just because your genes say one thing doesn't mean that that's how you might turn out, I think. I'm really relying off my biology knowledge from year 12. My eye colour. They think I am somewhat likely to have lighter eyes. That's correct. You can't see it too well on camera, but I have. Actually, we'll touch on it later because I mention it. Eyelash length. I apparently have shorter eyelashes. I won't comment on this one because I don't know how long my eyelashes are, and I also don't know what constitutes long eyelashes and short eyelashes, but the more you know. Facial hair fullness, and they think I am somewhat likely to have genes for fuller facial hair. I'm not sure if that's correct because yes, there's like a lot down here, but it's not too much here, so I'm not sure whether that would put me as fuller or just like average or the opposite, like not full at all. I'm not sure how they define that, but more, again, as I keep saying, the more you know. Finger length. They think that my ring, I found this one extremely interesting. They think that my ring finger is longer than my index finger, which is true. As you can see there. And it's the same on both sides. I found that actually quite interesting. I'm likely to have flat feet. That is also true. As a little kid, I had to have those, I'm not sure what you call them, those, like, things that they put on your feet to, like, curve them, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it worked, or I grew out of being flat-footed, but I don't think you can grow out of being flat-footed. I'm not sure, but it's right, which is interesting. According to them, I am likely to have a lot of freckles, which is not true, I don't think. I have some, you can't see it on camera, but I do have like some dots. But otherwise, I wouldn't call them freckles, they're just dots. They could just be like sun damage. You see how many I've got left? Wow, I've got barely any left. I need to slow down. I'm just quite a naturally fast talker. I will just talk. Okay. Hair colour. They have said I have blonde hair and could pass as red hair. I feel as if on camera my hair looks quite brown. And I think even in like real life my hair looks brown. Or like a light brown. Or like a very dark blonde. I'd just say a light brown. But in reality, like, everyone tells me has told me, my parents have told me, that I look like I have red hair, and everyone's wondering where it came from because neither of my parents have it. But we know that, like ancestors had it, so it makes sense. But it's just interesting, and my beard, again on camera, it looks brown, but in reality, it is more of like a red or a really light blonde. My hair, just depending on how much of it there is and where it is, just changes colour, and I think it's interesting. Hair strand thickness. According to Ancestry, I have thin hair, which is true, that is correct. My hair type is curly hair, which you could guess is correct. I am very likely to have a hitchhiker's thumb, which I didn't know this until I didn't know it was called this. I didn't know I had one until I read this. But a hitchhiker's thumb is when you can bend your thumb backwards like that. It's like, not backwards, but you can push it, like, it doesn't go like that, it goes like that. So, like, I remember when I was in high school, I, put my thumb up, I don't know, I showed my friend something on my hand, and I went like that, and my teacher was like, what is wrong with your hand? Because it goes like that, that is naturally how my hand goes. When I put it out, that is like my natural. So my thumb goes like that, and my fingers all go like up, which I didn't know was a thing that was abnormal until that teacher pointed it out. Now, this is what I said I'd touch on later. Iris patterns. According to Ancestry, I have furrows, crypts, and rings. I'm not 1000% sure what those exactly are, but what I was trying to say before is that my eyes, they are on the outside, they are a darker blue colour, and then the inside is almost like a yellow. So I think it's central heterochromia. And then it's also it's kind of almost like marble, like a marble countertop. So I think that's what they're referring to when they say that, but I very much could be wrong. My apologies for the chair. I'm recording this video the same day that I recorded the US history trivia questions video, and I literally just apologise for it in that video, so I feel like a broken record, but it will not shut up. I don't know why it is being so loud today. All I've got to do is breathe, and it will creak. Anyways, this one I breathed a sigh of relief when I saw it. Male hair loss. I have genes for a lower chance of hair loss, which is thank God. No offense to bald people. I just personally couldn't pull it off. Not at all. I thought my partner thinks I could. They think I could pull off a buzz cut, but I don't think so. Love must be blinding them. Okay. Surprise, surprise, they think I have a light to medium skin tone. Correct. I'd say the use of the word medium is very generous. It's definitely just light. When I was a child in primary school, people used to make fun of me for being really pale. People still do now, but not as much. And if I go out in the sun for like half an hour, I just burn this website, according to Ancestry. Which is, I'm not sure, like, it's kind of true, but kind of not. Like, I do get, like, hairs here that I have to, like, rip out. But it's not so very obvious. Unless I've got, like, the flash on my face and you can see it. But I guess, like, I'm not sure if that's classified as a unibrow or if it has to full on be like an eyebrow here. Anyways, I'm unlikely to have a widow's peak, which I think from the photo is when your hair. Actually, let's open it because it tells you what it is. It says the term widow's peak originates from pointed hoods worn by English widows in mourning in the 16th and 17th centuries. These hoods often featured a V-shaped point on the forehead, similar to the hairline shape we now associate with the name. So I guess it's like a V forehead thing. Oh yeah, I don't have it. Oh, that's interesting. There's a birthmark of Australia that I have on my forehead. Now, this last one is very untrue, and it annoys me a lot that it is untrue, but it is what it is. According to Ancestry, I am unlikely to develop all 4 wisdom teeth, and that is not true. And they're quite confident that I'm unlikely to develop all 4. But that's not true, because I have developed all 4, and they do not want to come out. So that is a problem I'm going to have to confront in the future. But for now, that's fine. So no, that's incorrect. So basically, in conclusion, for the most part, they did get most of the things correct, but they got probably about maybe like 5 or so things incorrect. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty interesting. It's just interesting to know what they think. But anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I hope if it was not entertaining, then it was relaxing, and hopefully the boredom, if you were not entertained by it, also served as a form of relaxation. So, thank you very, very, very much for watching this video, and as always, I welcome any suggestions, any comments, any support. It means a lot to me, and thank you very much for providing it.